Nightwing, issue 2, written by Kyle Higgins, art by Eddie Barrows. Last issue we left off with Dick Grayson. Sorry, Nightwing. No, actually Dick Grayson being attacked by a masked killer guy. Nightwing jumps in and then takes the fight for the sake of Dick Grayson. So we pick up exactly where we left off. Dick Grayson's being held down by this psycho guy. Literally, his name is Psycho, S-A-I-K-O. We get that after a couple pages in here. And Dick, as soon as he's knocked down, he comes to the realization, like, hey, by the way, is your suit insulated? Because I got 150,000 volts in mine. And he lets off this electric blast, which knocks the guy out. For all of, like, 30 seconds, Dick expected it to last longer, so maybe this guy's a little bit superpowered. He throws the dude and then fires off a huge explosive round, which hits a car, which allows Psycho to get away as Dick is forced to go help the people who are in the car. He rips off the windshield, and they're like, oh, thank you so much. And Nightwing's like, okay, well, the assassin's gone. I need to get home because I'm having a long day. He gets home out of his outfit, and the moment he does, Raya, who was the girl from Haley's Circus last issue, who was totally hitting on him, was like, hey, Dick, you need to come with me to Atlantic City tonight. He's like, I'm kind of half undressed here. Why do we need to go to Atlantic City? And it's like, oh, I've got 2 days off. Look, we've really just got to get there. You got to trust me. If we leave right now, we can make it there by morning in car. And he's like, I've got a better idea. And they take one of Bruce Wayne's private jets because, hey, if you got it, why not flaunt it? And Raya is even saying so much. He's like, are you trying to impress me? And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He just said you need to get there fast. He asks what it's all about, and apparently the dude in charge of Haley Circus, Mr. C.C. Haley himself, wants to see Dick. And Dick says why, and Ray explains that he's dying. He's literally on his deathbed, and Dick just had to show up. So they go back to the outskirts of Atlantic City where the family warehouse is, which is where they keep all the circus stuff that they've retired over the years. And it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot of taxidermied animals, it looks like. But anyway, he arrives. He calls for Mr. Haley. Haley comes out and he's like, hey, look. And he's hooked up to, like, a ventilator. He's literally on death's door. But he comes out and he's like, look, I didn't want it to be this way, but the tumors are moving faster. I need to talk to you. Look, I'm leaving you the circus. I'm leaving you everything. Here's the deed to it. This warehouse, the circus, all of our stuff, it's yours. He's like, what are you giving it to me for? He's like, I was going to give it to your parents before they died, but I figured, considering that you're a superhero, you can handle it. And he's like, who said I'm a superhero? He's like, Dick, I saw you on the trapeze as you were growing up. I know how you fly through the air with the slightest of ease. That I've seen Nightwing too. I know you're him. It's fine. I'm like, but you need to be able to take care of the circus when I'm gone. So Dick hops back on the plane back to Gotham, just trying to process everything that happened. Raya is there to comfort him in a comforting way. They do so, and then Dick gets a call on the plane phone, and he's like, hello? And the person on the other line is Psycho. He gives his name at this point, and he's like, and I think I can call you Nightwing, Mr. Dick Grayson. You showing up there made a lot more sense, which is something I commented on specifically. But anyway, moving on. He asks how the dude knows about it, and apparently he followed Dick Grayson to Atlantic City and straight up is now torturing Mr. Haley, this frail old man. So they turn the plane around. He makes some flimsy excuse about how Haley had one last thing he had to show him. He slips into his Nightwing gear, and him and Psycho start to fight. No more funny little comments or anything. Nightwing's just out to try to save Mr. Haley's life and stop this guy. So at one point, he manages to get a good kick to the face, goes off, finds Mr. Haley. Psycho's there. He starts really going after Dick. Dick's like, I'm not a killer. I don't know why you think I'm a killer, but I'm not. That's not who I am. And this, between all the fighting and all that, the warehouse has essentially gone up in flames. It is crashing down around them. Dick grabs Mr. Haley, tells him everything's going to be okay. The fire trucks are almost there. He's going to make it. But no luck. The entire warehouse is up in flames. Dick didn't see Psycho escape. He made sure to keep an eye out, but he didn't see any trace of him. And he turns back to Mr. Haley, and Mr. Haley's like, I'm sorry. And, he's super frail. He's whispering now. But for the sake of the audio, he says, I'm sorry. They're trying to kill us because of the secret of what the circus really is. And the answer's, quote, in the heart of it. That's it. The answer is in the heart of it. And then Haley passes away on a hilltop at sunrise. A nice little sad, somber scene with Nightwing holding him in his arms. End of issue. I like it. I like the issue. I think it does a good job of setting up, moving forward, a brand new status quo for Dick Grayson. He owns the entire circus that his parents died in. I can't imagine that's something he wants to keep, especially considering his thoughts on it last issue. I would imagine he's probably going to sell it, like give it to the people who are actually with the circus, or at least somebody who wants more to do with it. But he's going to probably use this as his investigation point to figure out, okay, what's the secret of the circus? I don't know if Mr. Haley was like an actual character, like in past Nightwing stories. In this, though, he's introduced literally just to die and also, have somebody who knows Nightwing's secret for all of about 8 pages. Feels a little bit cheap, but I like how they treat him, I guess. They don't treat him like he is just absolute fodder. They do treat him like he is a character that means something to Dick Grayson. I don't know. I like the overall issue, but when I start breaking down to the individual plot points, it feels like really disjointed, where it's like, okay, he's fighting the dude. Now he needs to go to Atlantic City. Now he's inheriting a circus. Now the dude who he inherited the circus from is being tortured. It all just seems really disjointed, but overall it played out very nicely. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 6.5. It's good. It's not fantastic. It is good, though. I don't really have any complaints about the art. The only thing I got to say is that Dick Grayson, on at least 2 of these pages here, they give him a lot of detail. Like, there's a lot of close-up face shots here. He looks exactly like Tom Welling in Smallville, like, straight up. Like, it's not even a comparison. It is exactly the same. But that's, I don't know. That's just maybe because I watched it recently. Yes, I know. Shut up. So, 6.5. I'm still looking forward to where it goes from here. It's a good, solid base for a story to be told from. So yeah, Nightwing number 3. I'll keep an eye out for it.